What's up, y'all? It's your mama, little brother, your cool uncle, OG Free. Let me start this out by saying, what's up, Terrence Williams, OG Giggity. I know you was in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? With Shantae. You hear me? Having a dinner with Shantae. You hear me? How you know I ain't want to get me a little reading? You hear me? But anyway, on into the nigga kingdom, man. Let's talk about this Rick Ross beef. You get Rick Ross going at Drake. Now, a lot of this stuff I'm just putting together. I'm just talking stuff and talking my shit. And a lot of stuff, you ain't got to take serious, just allegedly, you hear me? But it just give y'all this something to think about. Now, Rick Ross made a lot of money with Drake. And in the song, he's saying stuff about Miss Gladys. He's saying stuff like BBL, mostly going at Drake about the BBL stuff and all this type of stuff. But Rick Ross, you the right-hand man to Diddy. Diddy Epstein. You hear me? You hang with Diddy Epstein and you beefing and saying another nigga got BBL. It used to be men used to be hating on women for getting BBL. Now men are beefing about BBLs because men getting them. You hear me? It's a gender swap. You hear me? But that just lets you know how far we have gone to beefing about BBL type shit. You hear me? When that let me know that it don't really make sense. A lot of the beef really don't make sense if you look at it from that perspective. You hear me? But that's what the ism kick in at. You hear me? Because Rick Ross ain't really had nothing to say. You got to think Drake fucked his bag up when he destroyed Meek. Rick Ross ain't say nothing then, and man fucked your bag up. Because really, Meek ain't really been hitting on nothing since then. But let me see here. That's just the way I look at stuff. So now what's the real agenda? Why would Rick Ross merge himself into the spotlight at a beef with Drake when at first it was the Kendrick Lamar going at Drake, J. Cole? Remember, that was the beef. And then Rick Ross throw himself in it, shooting at Drake, you hear me? Trying to get some, because most people in the entertainment business, trending topics is what keep them alive and fund their careers and keep them relevant, you hear me? So I'm going to say this. Like, I would think that it was more or less him getting the attention off of his partner, Diddy Epstein, you hear me? You trying to get the attention off Diddy, Rick Ross. That's what you doing. Because you was at a lot of them parties too, you hear me? So you got to go down with the ship. That's the way I'm looking at it. Like, you really just, and Drake and Diddy got into it too. Remember? Y'all remember that? Diddy supposed to been on Slap Drake and all this type of stuff. So, a lot of this stuff, man, be crazy, man. But just think about it, y'all. You can take the spotlight off of Diddy for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And, get up in that. Because when he rapping, all the stuff won't come out. You feel me? As far as when he's shooting back, how you did Rick Ross kissing Diddy and all that type of stuff. You hear me? He been hanging around Diddy a lot. You hear me? Especially during that Ciroc era. You hear me? So, and you already got the song. You put Molly in a drink. She didn't even know it. You feel me? You already said all that. So we already know what you own. And you probably was hitting me. I would think so. You feel what I'm saying? If Diddy was hitting him, you were hitting him too. Because he got him from you. You hear me? That's when you got that deal. Probably was a high price. That's how they get paid through the record deal. You hear me? You think motherfucker don't know? You hear me? We know. So with that being said, you can tie that into even the stuff like weird stuff Meek be doing. After his career, he hang around rich white men. Elton John. You put the necklace around Elton John hugging you behind your waist. And, man, don't really let no man hug from the waist, man. You hear me? Just think about this now, y'all. Y'all think about all what's going on. You know what I'm saying? If Ross won't supposed to be saying nothing right now. There's too much going on. But I'm saying to say this, y'all, we getting caught up in the world of where we trying to get caught up in being perfect. Even when you get BBLs and all that. A lot of stuff just needs to be natural. I think that shit fuck your body up, you hear me? At the end of the day. But people don't get caught up of looking perfect. But what they trying to look perfect for? The camera. People trying to look perfect for the camera. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to get caught up in trying to look perfect for the camera and end up hurting yourself and trying to keep up with an image that you really can't afford. You see what I'm saying? But what's meant for you gonna come to you anyway. You know what I'm saying? So don't get fooled and caught up in people trying to push people being perfect. You hear me? As far as body-wise. Because everything got to be in you anyway. You hear me? That's why you got a lot of people that got a lot of these degrees, but they ain't got the pedigree. A lot of stuff got to be in you. You hear me? The ism for the day, y'all, man. And I'm going to give y'all this. When I said it the other day, and somebody told me it was airplane. You hear me? It went over the people's head. So I'm going to give y'all this ism again today, man. And y'all keep it up, man, to keep this in your head. Life is like a bicycle, man. In order to keep your balance, you got to keep it moving, man. It's your mama little brother, your cool uncle, OG Freeze.